East Central week was always an intense week of practice. Coach Scalf, the Batesville coach at the time, couldn't stand East Central, so he was always wound up, even tighter than he normally was. Rod Ballard, the East Central coach, didn't like Scalf or Batesville, so I'm sure theirs was much the same way.
Every year we played Batesville, it was always a tough game. Back in the 80s, we dominated them.
My experience while I was playing was unbelievable. My junior year we won the game. Senior year didn't turn out so lucky, but this is the one game a year that everybody gets up for.
Probably the 2001 game as a coach stands out in my mind. The game does, because it was the week following September 11th.
It was so neat as the week progressed. We saw the country come together. We saw our players come together.
At some point there was doubt whether we would even play the game with everything that had been going on.
And it was really a neat scene.
And it turned out to be just a beautiful fall evening. And what I remember is there were probably the biggest crowd that we've ever had at Batesville for a football game.
Lined all Trojan players, lined all Batesville players, shook hands, we stood shoulder to shoulder like all the rest of the Americans, battling back from a tough situation, from a scary situation. It was really great.
And even though we lost that game, and it was such a memorable evening because of the way we lined up on the field, shoulder to shoulder with them, kind of showing our unity as Americans. And but it was important for us because it proved to us that we could play with them, even though we got beat 17-16 in overtime. And to be perfectly honest with you, and East Central may disagree with this, but I thought we were better than them that year.
We often see other Batesville players that played back when we played, and it's always fun to brag about how we beat them.
Yeah, bragging rights still are on there. Everybody likes to reminisce about the glory days, and it's nice to have that in our hat that we beat East Central our senior year.
And it was always very intense practices. The atmosphere in the school was intense. We usually had a pep session that week on Friday right before the game.
Yeah, Batesville week was always exciting, and always remember wearing our jerseys on Fridays, game days, and looking forward to playing against them, looking forward to beating them.
Trojans, like I told you last week, you're going to see these guys for the rest of your life. Take care of business. Trojan football.
Let's go, Bulldogs! It's game time!